Hiya! This is my Elimination Chamber Raw and build up to WrestleMania. I was going to do a review straight after Elimination Chamber, but it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning or something stupid like that. And I was knackered and went to bed. So slight delay on this one. I actually decided to wait until I'd seen Raw and do a summary. Right, the first match on the Elimination Chamber was the Raw Chamber. A lot of people have said that they actually like this better. I wasn't that keen. It was an alright chamber match, but I didn't think it was all that, to be honest. I quite liked Triple H not doing the whole I'm the greatest, which is nice. It's a rare thing with Triple H. I kind of felt let down by this because as much as I don't want the belt on Sheamus, because I don't think that they ever gave him the build up to make him a valid champion. I think what they did with this was just devaluing the belt completely. For those of you who don't know, John Cena won the Elimination Chamber and promptly lost the belt to Batista because Vince came out and said, okay, you can go to WrestleMania if you can beat Batista now. Which was kind of like, well, what was the point of having the entire Elimination Chamber, building it up, getting all the hype, and then just throwing it away? It was kind of like, To be honest, I'm not the biggest Batista fan. I think probably the Batista fans are jumping up and down going, yay! But, yeah. I'm not the biggest John Cena fan either, so it was kind of like, okay, rock, hard place. And then they did the match on Raw, which was, if John Cena doesn't win, then it's Sheamus versus Batista at WrestleMania. And I was just like, you know what? At this point, I'm really not fussed. I really don't care if you do Batista John Cena or Batista Sheamus. Either way, it's not a match I'm going to be jumping up and down for. I just found it a bit sort of like, it's almost like they know that the big sellers are going to be HBK and The Undertaker and Bret and Vince McMahon. So they've just, it's almost like they've given up a little bit on all the rest of the matches, which is kind of a shame because they had the chance to make this WrestleMania bigger than every other WrestleMania. They had the opportunity to do that. But instead they've sort of gone, okay, we've got 2 matches that are going to sell the pay-per-view, and now we can't really be bothered with the rest, which is a bit sort of like, really? Okay. The second match from the Elimination Chamber was Drew versus Kane. I honestly did not watch the Drew McIntyre versus Kane match. I went and made myself a cup of coffee. I just don't care. When it comes to Drew McIntyre, I don't rate him. I don't think he's interesting. I quite like Kane. I think Brothers of Destruction was when he was at his best. Put Kane and Taker together, rules, superb. But I just kind of found it a bit sort of like, why? What's the point of this match? It's dull. That neither of them are good enough to bring each other up to an awesome match. So we knew it was going to be a letdown, and it kind of was. So, the Divas match was quite typically pathetic. It looked like it was going to be an alright match. Gail Kim versus Maurice. Divas doing what the Divas do. And then Vicky Guerrero comes out, turns it into a tag match, which could have been on any Raw or any SmackDown. It was an alright Divas match, but what can you say about the Divas, really? As much as everyone is putting down the Regal Edge segment, I admit to being an edgehead to a certain extent. And I kind of liked the Edge coming out and spearing Regal. It made me smile. Just, I think they needed to remind you of the whole Edge scenario. So it was just put in there purely for Edge to show his face, to be honest. I quite liked it. a lot of people just went, what was the point of that? But hey. Miz versus MVP for the United States Championship. I don't really like this whole thing they're doing with Miz, where they just sort of go, okay, you're not prepared, but we're going to throw you in a match. And they keep doing it, and it's just sort of like, can you not do something else, maybe? Anything, really? I quite like The Miz. I think he's got, as much as everyone puts him down, every single time he goes to say awesome, the crowd backs him 100%, which his catchphrase works. His sort of cocky, gobby little shit routine works. I quite like The Miz. I think he has the potential to be really, really good if they gave him the backing to do it. The SmackDown Chamber kind of did everything I was expecting it to do. I kind of thought I've been waiting for the last 3 PvPs for Jericho to get the belt to settle Edge and Jericho at WrestleMania, which I've been like going, please do it, for ages, because I really want to watch Edge and Jericho at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be awesome. It's what I wanted to see. So HBK doing the switch between music to Taker to make Jericho win was kind of like, didn't really want him to win that way, but at least we've got the belt on who we needed the belt to be on to get the match we wanted to watch. And of course it sets up HBK and Taker at WrestleMania, which they confirmed on Raw. Everybody's all woo about this career versus streak thing. I think quite a few of us saw this coming. They had to put something else on the line to make this to make it a question about who was going to win, because we automatically assume whoever faces Taker at WrestleMania is going to lose. It is a natural assumption for us now, because we're so used to the whole 17-0, 16-0, 15-0, 14-0. We've been doing this for years. We expect Taker to win. So the fact that they've put HBK's career on the line makes it a bigger question mark. Are they actually going to lose HBK for the sake of keeping the streak? I don't know. I think that's a maybe. For the first time in God knows how many WrestleManias, there's actually a question over whether Taker's going to win, which I really like. It's an unknown factor. Unknown factors are always what makes the match. Okay, other couple of bits I want to comment on. Randy Orton, is he a face? Is he not a face? We don't know. I actually really like the fact that they're letting people cheer for Orton. I always thought that he was not used particularly well, but yet he always said that he would rather be a bad guy than a good guy. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, if they go in the whole Stone Cold Steve Austin route, making him the bad guy everybody loves, then yeah, okay, that's credible. I've thought for a long time that Orton should ditch Legacy, because all Legacy does is make Orton look weak. I think he's good enough wrestler to not need them. I really genuinely do. He got a really good pop and a really good positive reaction. Okay, I've not got much time left, so I'm just going to do quick recap. Right, from Raw, we know that we have Cena, Batista and HBK versus Taker at WrestleMania. It's looking like it's going to be good. I think they've thrown away the WWE Championship match. I think they could have done a lot more with it. Okay. I guess that's me signing out. Take care, guys.